Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Eric Bridgerton again. Thank you so much for coming to check out my page. If you have not subscribed, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, comment below, let me know, and I'll get back to you guys. I want to talk to you guys about tonight's episode of The Walking Dead. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my thoughts on the episode, I give it a 10 out of 10. And the only reason is because, this episode showed so much of feeling, so much of inspiration, so much sadness, so much happiness, so much to look back on in the previous episodes. Like even with this episode coming out, the death of Beth, still affected a lot of people, as far as the fans, as far as the characters, and to sit up there and have Tyrese go through the same thing, that that Beth had to go through and stuff like that, But his death in particular was kind of different. I think he had some struggles going on to where, he wanted to put himself at peace. Like there was one side of him that wanted to keep fighting, and then you had the other side that wanted, basically to move on, to not be a part of that world anymore. And I personally think that, he came to the senses that he did all that he could do, that he brought as much joy, as much happiness to his family and friends. And, I personally think Tyrese himself said, my mission is complete. After I got to watching, when I was watching The Talking Dead, they actually made a good point that, I personally think, and I kind of agree with them, it's hell versus heaven. It's angels versus the devil. The governor is like a devil, and you got Beth, you got the little girls, look at the flowers, but you had the girls, you had Beth, you had the governor. I personally think, that's good versus evil, even though, like they said, they might have died at horrific deaths, but, it's good versus evil. And I personally think, by Beth had a horrific death. The girls had a horrific death. What's his name? Bobby, I think, had a horrific death. And even Tyrese had a horrific death. He had his hand cut off. Dealing with the guilt, that was deep within him. That slowly started to crawl out and come out for everyone to see. And then at the same time, by losing blood, and everything like that, getting a high fever, and eventually he just gave out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was very excited about this episode. I hope you guys were too. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time checking out my channel, please hit the subscribe button. You guys have a good day. Be blessed, and I can't wait for Walking Dead next week. And peace.